What we gotta do is we gotta break this axle free of the splines that are in this hub here, okay? Years going by and the rust and everything will make that fairly difficult to dislodge. But the other thing that it is nice, at least you can spin the hub so you can get that off. After it gets a little bit tighter, then you'll have to do this. Make it some way so it doesn't turn. But we have to get that far enough on that we're not going to hurt the threads there. Okay, so you get that on. Now I can get that a pound with a fairly heavy hammer, and hopefully that whole axle shaft will go in. All right, I'm wearing safety glasses because I'm going to be doing some pounding. Whenever you're just pounding, there's always a chance of a metal fragment flying. See, oh, that's good though. See how easy that's going in? That's very encouraging, and even pops back on us. That's very encouraging because when it comes time to take off this this bearing, the only place it's not going to be tight is in here. At least it's not going to be tight here and in those splines. It looks like the splines are nice and loose, so that's good news for us. Now we've got to take that bolt off that we just got done putting on. And you can get kind of ingenuitive on how to take that off. We've taken it on and off a couple times now, so now at least the last few threads we can take off by hand. Now if we're lucky, this hub assembly will come off fairly easily. The other good news is our new bearing has the wheel lug studs in it already, so we don't have to worry if we hit these studs and booger them up. We don't have to worry about ruining the bearing, so we can pound pretty much all we want. And hopefully we'll get it broken free. We'll put a little bit of anti-seize compound here, right in the mating surface. Not anti-seize compound, penetrating fluid. And we should be able to get this broke loose. I see it coming. So we're pretty lucky here because if this wouldn't have came, we would have had to go rent some type of puller. And also we don't have to worry about ruining the bearing because we're putting on those. See how nice that came off? We'll compare it to our new one to make sure it's the same. I see my first thing about it not being the same. It's not looking good, sports fans. It looks like it's the wrong part. It looks like it's the wrong part. That's very unfortunate. All right. Now we got the other side off, we put it back on. I just thought I'd mention this while you could still see it. This bearing here, and I'll show you on this old one. The replacement bearing, don't let this scare you if your replacement bearing looks a little different. See, this looks like a gear here. The replacement ones don't. It was all smooth there. You can probably see it right there. That's smooth. Doesn't matter. They'll still go in. They'll still work. I'll put some anti-seize compound in this mating surface right around here. Okay? And then it's a pretty tight fit. So you'll have to put your 3 bolts in 1, 2, and there's one over here. And you'll just have to crank on each bolt. You know, about a quarter turn each bolt. It takes a long time. But that's what you're going to have to do. And once you get it tight and get them drawn all together so this mating surfaces are touching, then you can take it to tighten it up to torque specs. One other thing, I cleaned the mating surface. Obviously, a new bearing is all clean, so you don't have to worry about that. But where this attaches right here, in this area here, I took this drill with this wire wheel attachment to it and got this mating surface all clean, got rid of any chips or rust or anything, so that'll see, because this has got to seat square. This has got to be done right. And we're going to turn these in, and like I said, I'm just going to do one turn on one, 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 one. This is one thing where it helps if you have multiple socket wrenches. You can put one socket wrench on each bolt so you don't have to switch the wrench back and forth from one to the other. So let me tighten these up and we'll show you what's going on after that. All right. Now we're going to put everything back together here. And there's nothing that really holds these rotors on except for the wheels once the wheels are put on. And So we got to put the brake calipers back on this car. And obviously you can't do that when the wheels are on. So this, I think, is a pretty good way to keep these rotors in place so they aren't just flopping all over. I put a big, larger, regular old nut over a lug stud. And then I just hand tighten a couple lug nuts on that stud. And that'll keep that rotor right about where you want to have it. The other thing I want to mention is, like I said, I'm a big fan of using anti-seize compound. These are new wheel bearings. I'll put some anti-seize compound on them. I'll do most of that later, just showing you that right now. But also, when it comes time to put your wheel on, make sure you put some anti-seize compound on that wheel hub there to keep that aluminum wheel from freezing on. So that's all I got here for right now. I just made this one little clip. It's probably after I was done with everything, so we'll just stick her in where it belongs and you won't even know the difference. All right, that's good.